Hey, Michelle. How you doing, sweetheart? Don't mind me. I'm just sat here having my coffee and my fag. Hello, trying harder. Right. Trying harder has generously agreed to be a moderator for me. Trying harder. If you comment now, you should have a little spanner. Hey, love, love. There we go. Yes, thank you, trying harder for offering to be my mod. I really do appreciate that. Hey! Ooh, I love it. Yay, with the little smiley emoji. We have a new mod, yes we do. I was actually talking to trying harder earlier on. And like I was just sort of saying about the super chat and whatnot. Because we was on about YouTube to take 30% in super chats. And yeah, and we've decided to come up. Hey, the one, there's my beauty. And we decided to come up with like a different way to sort of see if we can go about it. I mean, if people are more comfortable doing the super chat, they can, but we're also going to post a link direct to PayPal as well, which I'll get the notification with your name straight away. So if you'd rather do that, you can. And to be fair, like I say, it helps the channel in a more effective way. But yeah, I'm going to talk more about this on Monday Funday, but I might just very quickly touch base on like because I don't really go on about that much, but I do think it's important, not just for my channel, for everybody's YouTube channel. You know, I mean, when especially when the services that like on Monday Funday or your general reads that are sort of free at the point of service, you know, we out the likes, we out the views, we out the subs, because you know I think I checked my stats the other day and it was about 50, something stupid like 58% of the views that I get on YouTube are not even subscribed. So it's like it's the likes, it's the views, it's the subs. Hey Punya, I'm good, babe. How are you? It's things like that that actually help a channel to stay on YouTube. Because without that kind of support, you know, a lot of YouTube channels will fail. So, you know, I think more people do need to be aware of that. Punya, I just joined in and really want a message, but my super chat doesn't. Yes, trying harder. Can you post the link for PayPal for our dear friend Punya, please? You can. What we've decided to do, because obviously we've, you know, if people do prefer to pay with PayPal instead, my wonderful mod has agreed to post the link every now and again, just so you guys have got that option whether to go direct to YouTube's super chat, which by the way they take 30% of, or through PayPal. And if you go through PayPal, it helps the channel in a more effective way. So my wonderful yes chat mob trying harder has agreed to post the PayPal link there. But yes, I'm doing $5 or £5 readings. So yes, if anybody wants one, like I say, you can either click on the link that Trying Harder has just posted, and I will get the notification. It will come straight through, and I'll also be able to see your name with the notification. Or you can go and do a super chat, and it will pop up on the screen anyway. And I will. All I need from you is, if you're gonna purchase one of the reads, is your sun sign, a question if you need to ask a question, or you can tell me to roll with it and I'll deliver a message. So, what's PayPal? What do you mean, Michelle? What? Oh, dearie me. Ponya, I've got yours, my sweetheart. What do you want to know? I'm ready when you are, babe. I've got it. What do you want to know? So I mean, you'll hear that little whistle on the phone when a PayPal comes through, and it'll have your name on it, so I'll know exactly who I'm reading for, and then you can just tell me on here what your question is. I'm sick of being single. Maybe just a little love. Roll with it. Punya, hang on. Libra. All right. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Punya. Love Punya, Aurora. Libra female, my dear friend Punya. Love the Punya. What do you want to say to Punya? Okay, I've got the Nine of Wands reversed. I've got the Tower reversed as well. The Moon reversed. So what was that, love? If you send... Yeah, I've got a few come through, actually. I'll check those in a moment. I have a few come through. Right. 10 of Wands reversed. I've got that many majors. I've got a couple of majors here, and I can't just leave them hanging, you know what I mean? I've got to clarify them. King of Swords reversed. Oh, what was that that flew out? Moon's covered by the Page of Swords reverse. And I've got the Six of Wands here as well. Okay, there we go. That needs clarifying. Bloody hell, Punya. You don't make it easy for me, babe. Ha ha ha. There we go. 10 of Swords. In the reverse. Okay. Okay. I've got Release Rex. Finance and career. No shit, Sherlock. I'm not surprised to see that, Punya. You've been busy. I've got attraction. We still attracted somebody at work, Punya. We spoke about this shiznit before. All right. Yes, I knew it. I knew it. Listen. I hate to see this 9 in the reverse. I mean, this is like, yes, we're protecting Ascend. This is like, oh, we're really fucking vulnerable at the minute. The Tower reversed with the King of Swords reversed. Now, listen, you've avoided a disaster here with, I don't know if this was another air sign or something, or, to be fair, the King of Swords in reverse. This is just someone who's like a chronic liar. You know, a hell of a lot of dishonesty. You've sort of, and maybe this is the reason why we're a bit vulnerable now. Maybe you let somebody who wasn't honest get to you, whether this is in love or not. The point is, it's not to trust. It's like very struggling to trust now. And I think you're struggling to trust in the process as well, that you are actually going to meet somebody and that you are actually going to have a fulfilling relationship. It's almost like we're doubting everything at the minute. Yeah, I didn't know him well. It just didn't take off. Something seemed off. Well, it probably seemed off because he weren't honest with you. It's the King of Swords reversed. So what you're now realising, what you are now realising is that you are going to have to let your guard down and you are going to have to try and open up a little bit. Being on the defence is not serving you at this point because you're probably trying to get to know somebody and they're just taking it like, oh, good God, you know, she's got her defences up. And I'm starting to wonder, is that your comedy? You're starting to use humour as a defence mechanism. And it's putting people or somebody in specific off. Is that what this is? Maybe you need to be vulnerable. Maybe this is what you need to do. Got the 10 of Wands in the reverse. You're shifting a hell of a lot of baggage, which is really good. But I kind of feel like it's more practical. He's a comic too, so just being careful. Same industry and all. Oh, yeah. Thing is, I've got somebody here that's paying you attention. Well, either is or going to be, because this totally could be in the near future, because it's at the end of the spread. It either is or going to be showing you some strong attention here, somebody that actually likes you. The only thing I'll say with the Six of Wands, they could be a bit of an attention seeker. You know, like if you are on the defence with them, they can take it personally. But at the same time, I'm actually seeing somebody here who where there is sort of this person's very serious. I like the fact that it's got the hierophant. This person's very serious moving forward. And we've got this 10 of Swords in the reverse, and it's mental sabotage, self-sabotage. And it's that trust issue right there, because we've not fully sort of, at least, you know, let's think about this trust and honesty and all that kind of thing. You're not trusting in it at the minute at all. And I think you're very wary about anybody new coming towards you. And like I say, some people may even be put off if your defence mechanism's up so high and you're using comedy as a way to keep it up that high. Or not comedy, humour, to keep it up that high. I think this is perfect. All right, you released your ex, we get it. But read the card, read the card. The time has come to clear your energy. That's important. I have an attraction here with somebody who you meet through work. This is not the person that you've been entertaining. This is somebody else. So keep your eyes peeled, and it's a possible Taurian punya. There you go, my sweetheart. You're going to have another opportunity with somebody else. You've just got to clear that damn energy, my lovely. Okay? Right, I'm going to move on, my sweetheart. Yeah, it's cleared it up. You keep your eyes peeled, sweetheart. And I could swear down. I mean, it's Hierophant. I reckon it's Taurus. Taurians and Libras work really well together. My mum's Libra and my dad's a Taurus, and they've been together now for nearly 40 years, and they're still happily married. I always swear down it works. Absolutely. Right, Emily, I've got you, my sweetheart. Are you there? Are you there, Emily? I'm going to go, obviously, by order, my sweetheart. Yes, Mary, I've got yours. That's come through, my darling. I'm obviously going to work through one by one. I will get round to you all, trust me. So, Emily, are you there, my sweetheart? Oh, wait, there she is. Yeah, sorry, it's Emma. Hang on, let me put on my live chat. There we go, because I think some of them aren't coming through. Cancer Sun, do you see me pregnant this year with Mido in a relationship? Well, let's find out. Do we see Em pregnant this year? And in a relationship to boot? Do we see Em pregnant this year? And in a relationship? Do we see Em pregnant this year and in a relationship? Okay, I've got the Nine of Swords. I've got the Five of Cups in the reverse. Thank you, Punya. You're the best. Got the Knight of Cups. Got Three of Cups first. I've got Strength. I'm a little bit concerned about this, Em. I'm not going to lie. And the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay. What the frig's this? Alright. Queen of Swords reversed. Two of Wands. Australian Romance Angel. And also a Daily Spirit message. Soulmate. Yeah. Where's my daily messages gone? Oh. I'm knocking everything off my frigging desk here, you guys. Love. I need one more, please. And I've also got forgiveness. Okay. It's a little bit sketchy at this point, because don't forget, time is fluid. I'm not going to lie to you, and I hate doing these kind of readings, and if you want to speak to me in private, you can. No extra charge, because this is quite serious, darling. And I mean, there could be a possibility of a pregnancy, but I got a lot of sorrow in this spread for I think it's pretty obvious. I always think forewarned is forearmed. Now this could be down to nature, or it could be down to choice, but I'm not seeing anything full term, and I'm starting to wonder, is this something that you've already been through? As far as relationship goes, again, I'm sort of seeing something starting off quite nicely and not so much. Yes, Mary Milton, I've got yours, my sweetheart. You'll be up in a bit. Don't worry, you guys. I'll get round all of you. Yeah. I hate to say it, but yeah. I think me and you should probably talk in private. Because I'm not. I mean, I'm not one to sort of. And my regulars will tell. I'm not one to air this shit live. But yeah, I mean, I've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse as well, and I'm starting to wonder: is there a sort of what going on? I definitely think we should talk in private. So I'll just quickly touch base on the love. I'm seeing a very similar sort of thing. Starting off good, but not ending so well. And I hate the fact that I've got, these three here, because this is sort of like Prince Charming, but that's all it is charming. Emotional manipulation going on, possible third party scenario as well. And I hate that we've got the soulmate card, because I've spoke about this before, because I sometimes comment on the Facebook group Tarot, and I just put a bit of input in, for those that are sort of trying to learn the tarot. It's not something I do all the time, but I spoke about this. Sometimes when we see such a great card, but then all the cards surrounding it look like warnings, and it's like, oh no, that looks great, so we're going to go and we're going to go and do that, we're going to go and live up to that, and then you end up getting your fingers burnt and blaming spirit for it when we've had plenty of fucking warning. So yeah, and I'm going to cut this off here, because there is more to this, and I'm going to speak in privately with you straight after I've hung up live. Yeah, I will email you and we'll speak face to face, okay? Are you there? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Right then, I'm going to move on. Oh my goodness, Jane, you're in. I've literally just read for Jane. She's just had a personal, literally, before I came live. Okay, I sent you a little more for your time. If it's US dollars, I'll correct. Thanks. Jane, you did not need to send me any more, my sweetheart, but I'm so grateful that you did. Don't worry about the currency, seriously. I'm just so grateful. Thank you. Yeah, we'll Skype. We'll Skype straight after. Like I say, no extra charge, because we do need to talk, to be fair. Right, I'm going to move on and do Mary Milton. So, Mary. Hey, Deb. Hey, how you doing? My wonderful friend across the pond, Deborah Catalano. Mary, are you still there, my sweetheart? And Michelle, I'll do you straight after. And then I'll get to the other ones that have sent through PayPal. Yeah, I'll call you on Skype, Yes, love, I've got yours. You'll be straight after Michelle. I'm going to do Mary, Michelle, and then you, and then whoever else was after that. Don't panic, you guys. I've got time. I don't have to rush off, and I will make sure that everybody who's paid for the reading gets it. Hey, Nadia, how you doing, my sweetheart? Mary, I shouted her out a couple of times. Are you there? Mary Milton? I just want to know what you want to ask and what your sun sign is. Still waiting for Mary. Oh dear. That's all right. I'll roll a fag while I'm waiting. It's just been one of those days, guys. I haven't stopped. It's been cray cray. Energy's been cray cray. Mary. Come on, Mary. Mary Milton. You paid for your reading. I'm ready to do it right now if you're there. Is the chat slow or something? Is that what's up? Come on. Full moon's been so intense. It bloody has, hasn't it? Should we expect anything with the new moon on Friday? Well, I touched base in it in the community section on my channel about it, and the energy is crazy because what's it called? Oh, that's just Emma. Yeah, what's it called? There's a planetary alignment along with the Cancer moon, like the Cancer moon with this specific alignment. This is shit that I haven't been seen for 500 years, and the last time it happened, it was the fall of the fucking Roman Empire. Star-Lordess explained it perfectly, because the Cancer moon, Cancer represents the homeland, so shit goes tits up with stuff like that, you know what I mean? And it's almost like it removes that, when this planetary alignment happens, it annihilates, she said, it annihilates the Cancer moon, so it sort of removes that good vibe or level of protection for the homeland, i.e. countries. And obviously, last time it happened, they saw the fall of the Roman Empire. So it's actually really interesting stuff, but still, it's a little bit concerning because tensions are so high already in the world. So yes, Mary seems to have disappeared, you guys. So Michelle, I'm going to get yours out the way because I think the only super chats that I've had on here have been from Michelle and Nadia. So I'll get round to Nadia shortly. Michelle, are you there, darling? Alex D. I'll do yours now. And I'll do Mary's a bit later because I don't know where she's gone. Michelle? You there? Is my chat messing up or something? Yeah, you're there. Did you say just roll with it, darling? I can roll with it. Right, Michelle. I think you're Libra too, aren't you? Michelle. Yeah, will do. Messages for Michelle. Okay, Nine of Wands. Queen of Pentacles reverse. King of Pentacles. Interesting. This is financial. Four of Swords. Tower with the Hangman reversed. And I've also got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. With the Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, I'm going to throw you a daily spirit message. Okay, I've got caregiver and find your centre. Yep, we know what that means. Okay. It's going to make more sense if... Hey, Martha, thank you. Good afternoon to you. I'm going to read the caregiver card because it's going to make much more sense to you. We are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognising the care and love you provide to others. Ungrateful others. Especially at the end of their lives, just as you receive care and love at the start of your life. Caregivers often focus all their attention on the loved ones, and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. Not necessarily anything to do with end of life, but absolutely everything to do with giving an inch and someone taking a mile. We know who. Hear me out, Michelle. Your financial situation is going to improve. We go from a queen reversed to a king. That's important. So, oh, Mary Milton's back. Mary, I'm doing you straight after this, so stick around, my sweetheart, because I've been shouting you for the last 5 minutes. I don't know if the chat's just really slow, but Mary, it would help if you already post your sun sign and your question, and I can just get straight stuck into it after I've read this. I think there's quite a delay on the chat, so I'll just say that. Anyway, Michelle, finances seem to, yeah, it seems slow. I think it is slow. It's really fucking slow, isn't it? It's doing my head in. So, we've got this situation where your finances do improve. But then we've got this other situation of somebody taking it, you know, coming and asking. And I kind of feel like, you know, it's almost as if things start improving for you, at least practically, Michelle. Somebody kind of swans in who's in the know, and, you know, it's kind of like, I really do apologise, Mary. I'm only just seeing your comments now where you put I'm here. It seems really slow tonight, my darling, so I do apologise. I'm doing you straight after. If you just, again, give me your sun sign and your question and I'll sort that out. Michelle, this to me looks like you need to come off the fence when it comes to this person and actually say no. I think you've got to learn to say no, and I think that that's the major thing with this. What's yours is yours and not anybody else's, and I have got this little problem here with somebody creeping. So, it's a short but sweet message, Michelle. You're going to have to learn to say no and turn down what people ask of you. It's not the right time. Anything that you do now, whether you help out or not, is not going to make a fucking ounce of difference. That's what they're saying. Not going to make a fucking ounce of difference. This tower that represents you know who has got to fall. They are the tower. They are a hot mess. They have got to crumble. Sometimes you have to let them hit rock bottom, because the more we start helping, hand out, the less they learn. And even if it means to fall out with you, you know what? I always say tough love is better than too much, because too much isn't, you know, when you give, it's not helping them. And it's a hard lesson. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's a bitter pill to swallow. That, you know, she's the tower and you've got to let her hit rock bottom, okay? The slate needs wiping clean and pretty fucking quickly. So, Michelle, you need to find your centre. You need to find your centre. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, it's an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in myself? It's time to put you first. The caregiver card and the find your centre card are both telling you the same damn thing. Number one, okay? Number one first. Right. Mary, let's do this shiznit. Right, let me scroll up and find Scorpio asking for love life. Got it. I love reading for the Scorpios. I absolutely love it. Let's do this. Mary Milton, Scorpio female, asking about love. Mary Milton. Mary Milton. Mary Milton. Mary, I've got the Eight of Cups up first. I've got the Star with the Page of Swords reversed. I've got the Seven of Swords. That's where you've come from. Take a look at where you're going. Mary Milton. Alright, Hierophant with the Page of Wands. And also Justice with the Emperor. I know, Mary, I'm really, really sorry, my sweetheart. It's the chat, it's so slow. Don't worry, I'm doing it now. You're welcome, Michelle. Right, I've got the Four of Pentacles. I've got the King of Wands, the Six of Cups in the reverse as a side note. Okay. And also, that falls in future position, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Romance Angel for Mary. I've got Free Send for the past. And I've got past life love, and it's safe for you to love for the future. Right, Mary, it seems to me like you had no choice. You had to turn away from something, from an emotional attachment here, because there was something missing. And I kind of like the Eight of Cups, because he turns from these spilt cups and faces the moon. Why? The moon represents what's hidden. This chap in this card wants to know, what the hell is hidden? What did I miss? And I think that this was your energy in the past regarding somebody specific. And again, you know, we've got this walking away, we've got this free yourself. And I think that there may be Sunshine Girl. Random question. Have you been on, oops, where's that go? Instago platform, or have been in the past? Instant Go? No, I don't think so. No, Sunshine Girl, I haven't. The only thing that I've actually, to be fair, done is YouTube and Facebook. That's about it. Anywho, right, Mary. I've got the Star with the Page of Swords reversed. I think you let your guard down with somebody who you shouldn't have. And I think that you were very, very optimistic and hopeful about this. I mean, don't get me wrong. And this is a past thing. This is a past thing. You're very hopeful about this. And I think that the reality of what actually happened, Seven of Swords, I think it speaks for itself. Could be doing with a coward who sort of maybe kept running away. Maybe it was very on and off. Maybe they lied about something. Whatever it was, you found yourself in a position where you had to get out. You had to move on. And I think but when it boiled down to it, you ended up forcing your son to, because it weren't easy. But moving forward, I think this is where you are now. You know, as a side note, I think this is where you're at now. I'm wondering if you were either dealing with an air sign or a fire sign. Well, I've got Aquarius and Taurus here. I've got Aries and Libra here as well. But I think this is thinking bad. Six Cups in reverse. It's bad nostalgia. You know, it's looking back to the past in a negative way. It can sometimes be, you know, emotionally detaching as well. And I think that the King of Wands often represents making a move. And I'm starting to wonder, you know, are you starting to regret ever making a move towards this person or something, you know? Moving forward, so this is like, you know, this is sort of probably going to resonate for anything in the now moving forward into the near future. But you realise that it is safe to love. And, you know, if you've got somebody around you at the moment who's specifically a fire sign or a Taurus or earth sign, because I've got the Knight of Pentacles here, possible Libra. You know, whether there's somebody around you now or incoming, there's an opportunity here to take back control of where you're headed and where you're going when it comes to love. And I think that you actually start to appreciate the value of time. I'm sort of looking at the Justice card, and I just kind of feel like this is an along with everything else, this is an appreciation for the element of time. That we actually don't have to rush into anything. That we can take this slow and steady. That we can discover, you know, you can discover a person before we absolutely have to pin them down and, you know, put a label on anything. Because I think some of the regret from the past stems from rushing into things as well. And I think that true commitment comes through time. I mean, I'm looking at the Emperor with the Justice card, and like in this deck, the Emperor, you know, he's got the zodiac around him, which would, I suppose, represent the year as well. And also, you know, he's got his little celestial sort of wand there with the solar system around it. And I just can't feel like this is just an appreciation of time. Having control over time as well. And I think that you are quite moving forward. And even if you're not feeling like this right now, maybe this is advice that's going to be really good for you moving forward, Mary. Is to be okay with things progressing slowly, that we don't have to rush into anything. So, if you're seeing someone at the moment, or if you're wanting to meet someone, which looks to me like you're gonna, if you haven't already, this is about being okay with it being slow and trying not to get over analytical about anything new and taking your time with it. Because I think sometimes when we enter into something relatively new, and when I say relatively new, I mean something that's probably newer than between 3 and 6 months, we'll start adding the pressure on. You're not only putting pressure on somebody else, you're putting pressure on yourself. And I think you're discovering that's the wrong way to go about it. I think overall advice is be okay with taking things slow, getting to know someone on a more deeper level. We don't have to rush anything. You've definitely got something incoming if you haven't already. And it does say on the card, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And this includes opening up yourself as a whole. They need to know you inside out. You need to know them. And then once you actually get to that level and you're happy with what you already know, as long as it's ample enough, then yes, let's solidify this. Let's make that massive commitment. Let's take control over this and actually go for it. But until then, you've got time on your side. That's what this is about. You've got time on your side, so I won't worry too much about it. Okay? Don't stress your pretty little self out. All in good time. All in good time. Right then, I'm going to move on, and I hope that helps you out, Mary. So, let me see who else has been sending through PayPal. Right, we've done Mary. We've done Em and Punya. Right, Kittia, are you there? Is that how I pronounced that right? Kittia. Are you there, my sweetheart? Is that love? Hey, Dawn. How's it going, sweetie? There you go. Love. She's here. So what can I do for you? Just let me know your sun sign, darling. And if you've got a question, ask it. I'm doing your reading next, Nadia. You're the last one on the list unless anybody else wants to book in. Love reading, please. I'm a Taurus/Gemini, so you're on the cusp. Oh, for goodness sake. Looking for that love. There was recently one, pushed him away and now miss him. Is there anyone in the near future, or will the old love come back? Okay, let's take a look. Love, Kittia. Taurus on the cusp of Gemini. We see love coming back around or new love coming in? What does the near future look like for Kittia? Okay, these two just fell out. Queen of Swords reversed with the Knight of Cups. Interesting. The World reversed and the Sun in the reverse. You got unfinished business, my darling. You got unfinished business. I've got the Hierophant. I've got the King of Cups with the Page of Cups in the reverse. How come you've ended up with a spanner? I mean, you can keep it by all means, but I didn't actually put one on. Right. I'm wondering, is this ex of yours a water sign by any chance? Or maybe another Taurus or an air sign. But I've got that much water here. It's unfucking believable. I've got the Page, the King, and the Knight. I'm glad you caught me live too, Dawn. I'm glad you caught me live too. No, he is like me. So he's a Taurus. That'll be the Hierophant. What the frig's that? New love. There you go. And separation. That makes perfect sense. So the Hierophant goes with new love. Okay. Oh, he's a Gemini. I see. Okay. Past position, Three of Cups. Presently, the Three of Swords. Future position, the Nine of Cups. Right, okay. We've definitely got something coming in. Fine. Right. I've got this situation here between you and the sex. So, I've got a breakdown of communication. Somebody was not going to meet you in the middle. So that tells me that whatever was going on between you and the sex of yours, there were disagreements over a hell of a lot of things. I think that he had the gift of the gab. He could talk the talk. Very charming. That's really what the Knight of Cups is. It's literally like, here's my cup, but there's no promise I'm actually going to get you. I shouldn't laugh, but I'm not convinced that you guys were ever on the same page. I think the Queen of Swords in reverse, I mean, textbook terms, it's that refusal to negotiate with each other. But the clash is definitely something emotional, at least, because it's with the Knight of Cups. Maybe it was more showy off rather than action. Maybe, you know, yeah, he did not open up. Yeah, like, he's quite happy sort of showing off about who he is and what he's got to give, but he don't actually give it. So, I mean, the thing is, the reason why we've got separation card here is because it's not over. The reason why we have the world in the reverse here is because it's not over. Now, listen, don't matter how many times he comes back around, which he probably will, and you will probably want to take him back. The Sun in the reverse is there to say to you, you will never know where you stand. Yeah, Michelle, I don't know how it did it. I don't know if I got fat finger syndrome or what, but I think I might have accidentally given her a spanner. It's fine, she can keep it. I didn't mean to do it though. But anyway, listen, love. Don't matter how many times he comes back around, he's not going to let you know where you stand. And that tells me that this may just be a bit of fun. For him, at least, if he does come back. I think at one point or another he did have feelings for you, but like you say, there was no way he was going to let you know about it. Not fully, anyway. And I think that this is where you lost confidence, because the Page of Cups is reversed. I think you lost confidence in him, at least emotionally. And I think you even doubted even if he feels anything for you. And I like the King of Cups, because this is your energy. And the King of Cups is a master at controlling his emotions. And also how he feels about himself. This is someone very emotionally content, and I think that this is you. And I think that no matter what you and your ex went through, yes, you may have had moments where you felt a little bit self-conscious of yourself in a way, and maybe a bit rejected, but you've not let it knock you that much, to be fair. So kudos to you, darling. You've managed to pick your son up and dust yourself off in a big way. And that just tells me how strong and resilient you are. I never want you to change that about yourself. Ever. Thank you, Mary. That's a wonderful compliment. I like your energy too, my darling. It's a wonderful trait to have, Kitya. Kitya? Is that how I pronounce your name? Kitya. Is that right? Yeah, Kitya. Wonderful trait to have, to be that self-resilient when it comes to your emotions, because not many people have that gift. And your moon is in Pisces. Well, the Page of Cups is Pisces, yeah. And I really do admire you for that. Hey Daisy, yes, they're $5. You can either do it through Superchat or through the PayPal link that my wonderful chat mod Trying Harder has posted. So your recent past is the Three of Cups, and I think that I don't believe this was a third party situation. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have got the 2 3s here, but I don't believe it was. I think, if I'm perfectly honest, this was again not being able to have that emotional bond with somebody. Yes, there is Daisy. Love, Kitty. Yes, there is someone new coming towards you because we have the new love card in your future. I'm just summarising the past here because it helps me to have a better understanding of your journey so that I can direct you a bit easier for the future. I think the Three of Cups was just that breakdown, I suppose, in what you could call emotional communication between you two. It's like, no, you know, we were really close, as you know, even on a friendship level at one point. But we can't go back to that at the minute. And I think that no matter how much unfinished business he thinks he has with you, it's never going to be enough. And I think that this is something that you're going to have to come to terms with, my sweetheart. So where we're at now is the Three of Swords. So yes, you're heartbroken, but again, I can't stress it enough. Your emotional resilience and control over your emotions is something that I very rarely see in a characteristic, because usually when we see King of Cups, it's in future position or past position. For this to come out as your energy, it's wonderful. It's absolutely something to be proud of. Not everybody has got that level of control. Don't ever change. I can't stress it enough, Kitty. Don't ever change. No matter how much it hurts, you know deep down, this was not your problem. This was his. So moving forward, the future position was the Nine of Cups, along with the Hierophant and new love. You've got commitment coming towards you, absolutely. And I will clarify it a little bit further. Yes, I think so. But like I say, you're so emotionally grounded, you're actually handling it a lot better than I think even you realise you are. You have new love coming towards you, absolutely. And I'm going to clarify just a little bit better for you. I've got the Two of Swords reversed. Wow. I've got the Seven of Swords reversed along with the Lovers. Now, usually with the Lovers, I always say, you know, yes, it can be that choice between head and heart, but it, you know, if you think of the Rider-Waite, and I said this earlier on in my reading actually, you know, when you think of the Rider-Waite version of the Lovers, there's a mountain between them, and usually what it indicates, two people who really want to be together, it feels very fated and destined, but there is some sort of a blockage in the way. And looking at the blockage, I'd say it's your own doubt and your own fear. It's like, oh my God, I've already been through something shitty once, I don't want to go through it again. And that's the Seven of Swords reversed. So, you know, you could meet somebody really, really nice, but because you're not actually used to someone genuine, you know, there could be a bit of doubt there. It's like, oh, this is too good to be true. I don't know if I'll stick it out. You can totally stick it out. We're no longer got wool pulled over our eyes. You know, because you've been led on before, so you now know exactly what you're looking out for moving forward. And guess what? That is all about learning from your past and not dragging it into your future. When we go through bad experiences in relationships, it's all about cherry picking the lessons that were there to be learned. You know, if somebody's lied to you before, what were the warning signs? If somebody's cheated on you before, what were the warning signs? If somebody's messed you around or been emotionally distant, what were the warning signs? Cherry pick those red flags and learn from it. Because then when you start entering into new love and dating, you don't start dragging that energy moving forward, you know. And I suppose that's a universal piece of advice there. So yes, you know, we're not got this nobody can pull the wool over your eyes moving forward, because you've been there, seen it, done that, worn the t-shirt, you know. You're after the real deal, and the real deal's coming, because I kind of feel like it's your Taurian frugalness, you know, because now you know you can be picky and you're not going to accept anything less than perfect. You can be a bit picky, and you've got somebody here coming towards you who wants to make you happy. They are committed to making you happy. And this is something you're not used to. You're used to putting all the effort in. You're not used to somebody taking the reins. Sweetie, this is something you're going to have to get used to, and you ain't got a choice in the matter. You have new love coming towards you. Somebody who wants to make an effort, who wants to put you first. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's another Taurus, if I'm perfectly honest. You have hope. You have hope right here, my sweetheart. A new person, well, should I say, not has, but will stir your romantic feelings, okay? And like I say, this is good. You know, I mean, I think this is that sort of what you could call third love scenario. You know, your first one sort of teaches, you know, I suppose in a way hurts you that much that it teaches you strength. Your second love sort of teaches you something else, and then, you know, they say it's the third love that's sort of the one that really sort of the true love, you know what I mean? It hits the nail on the head. I kind of get a feeling like this is the third one. I have worked with all of my ex, yeah. That's probably one of the lessons that I'm talking about. Not to take into the, you know, if you've been trying to get with people that you work with, I mean, damn it, you see each other after work, you see each other at work. When do you get a chance to miss each other? Where's this absence makes the heart grow fonder? You're always under each other's feet. There's no wonder it didn't work out. Seriously. Problem with workplace relationships, trust me. Anyway, my sweetheart, wish you all the best. And I'm going to move on and do Nadia. So, Nadia, are you with me, my sweetheart? Because I've done all the ones that sent through PayPal. So, yes, Nadia, you there, my darling? Bless you. Yes, Nadia, what can I do for you, my sweetheart? Just, I think you're an Aries. I can't remember. Just remind me your sun sign, and if you've got a question, you can ask it. Yeah, I thought you were an Aries. What would you like to know, my darling? What is coming for you in love? Love, you are so welcome, my sweetheart. Nadia, Aries female, what's coming towards Nadia in love? What's coming towards Nadia in love? Nadia. Okay, I've got the Five of Swords. Let me just cut this actually. What's these? King of Swords reversed. Page of Cups. King of Cups reversed. The Nine of Swords. And the Seven of Wands. Ah, okay. I've got reconciliation with the engagement card. And these do need clarifying. Hey, Loie. I've got the Three of Wands in the reverse. And the Hierophant reversed. Over the reconciliation card. Let me just, sorry, my cards are all falling out everywhere. Let me clarify this engagement card. It's on the engagement card. Right, okay. Justice reversed with the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Sweetie, I think what's directly coming towards you is a blast from the past. And you know, maybe it's this Libra. Because I've got two kings in the reverse here. Obviously, the King of Swords and the King of Cups. And the thing is, this is somebody who's quite manipulative and who they know exactly what they're doing. There can be a bit of dishonesty there as well, but I'm wondering if that King of Swords is more along the lines of you're doubting somebody, your faith in somebody gone, you're not trusting them. And I think that the Five of Swords is probably advice. But yes, I've got somebody sort of bouncing back around here, but I don't think it's anything serious. I think you might jump the gun a little bit, if I'm perfectly honest, Nadia. But I think that think it's just somebody wanting to see how you are. And I think you're right not to trust it. I'll just say that because I won't go into too much detail with it. So, no problem, Loey. I will check that out in a moment and get you read for. I think I've got one more super chat to read for, and then I can get to you. I think at this point, I think realising that where you've come from compared to where you are, there's a massive difference. You know, I think that we've sort of ended up in this period of, in the past, of being very, very much overwhelmed, mentally at least, over analytical of an ex, you know, or somebody that you were seeing from your past. Very over analytical and very overwhelmed, emotionally at least as well. But also, I kind of feel like an exhausted vibe from this. Like, you know, I know we've spoke about it before, but it seems to be going into a little bit more detail at this point. It just feels very exhausting mentally and emotionally. And I think that you've been run round in circles, and I think that you're absolutely right to sort of cut this off at this point. I like the Five of Swords because this is about walking away when when it's worth it to walk away. It's a battle you can't win. So I think this is just a warning of, you get a blast from the past that you know isn't favourable. It's probably best if you realise when you're fighting a losing battle, or you have fought a losing battle and you don't want to fight that battle again. Yeah? I've got the Page of Cups for your energy at the moment. You've regained your confidence to a level where you've got your cup and you're absolutely confident of what you've got to offer. And you're not going to offer it to just anyone. It's a little bit similar to the last reading that I did, actually, Nadia. You can be a bit more picky at this point with who you go for now. And I think that you have got somebody coming towards you, because we have the engagement card for your future position. It does say your love life will ascend to a high level of commitment. Obviously, it doesn't necessarily mean engagement. It just means that if you're single, you probably start dating. If you're dating, you enter into a relationship. And this is somebody who works very, very hard. They're very, very practical. It's somebody you can rely on as well. Obviously, I think the Justice card in the reverse with the Hermit is that throw-off point that we have this reconciliation from your past. I think that at the point when you actually start to move on, that this happens. And I think it's a spanner in the works. I really do. I think this reconciliation is a spanner in the works. I think just at the point where you've either just met someone or you're about to meet someone, and there's that energy shift, I kind of feel like this spanner in the works is your ex coming back around, and it's not a good thing at all. But it to me, it looks like a test. It's almost like you're being tested. It's almost like Spirit saying, Nadia, are you really over your ex or not? We're going to test you, because we're not going to throw your fucking soulmate if you ain't ready for it. Take a step back and really consider and weigh up your options. Don't forget the Hermit carries the star on his lantern. What's your goals? What's your dreams? What's your wishes? What's your desires? Are you really, really, really going to get anything what you really want from your past? If you hadn't had it before, why on earth would we think you're going to have it again? And I think that's the problem. And maybe a step back to really figure this out is worth it at this point, because you could totally end up sacrificing something great for something shitty and temporary. So that's what's coming towards you in love, my sweetheart. Also, forewarned is forearmed. So, heed the advice, my darling, at the point that actually happens, okay? Right, I'm just going to check out the super chats that I've had. Okay, so yes, Martha Pasta. Are you with us, Martha? You're up next, my darling. Martha. You're very welcome, Nadia. Oh dear, I'm so bunged up, you guys. Is Martha still with us? dear. Sorry, you guys. I've got a cold again. Yes, Loie, I shall be doing you after Martha. Martha, there you are, my darling. Just let me know your sun sign and what can I do for you? I like the little waving emoji. I like it. I like it a lot. What, Abby? There's a whole thing in there, Abby. Martha replied. Let me just double check. Not yet. Oh, you found it now, Abby. Sorry, my daughter. Yes. Just waiting for Martha to reply, you guys. I know that the chat's working a little bit slow at the moment. But yes, Loie, I can confirm that you will be straight after Martha. I've got yours. It's come up as Alexia. I'm assuming that's you. Oh, dear me. No, I love you. Yeah, so you should. Martha, I'm a Scorpio. What is coming this near future or this year? Be a bit difficult to do a full year spread for you, my sweetheart, because they take over an hour. Don't get me wrong, if you want one, you can email me. But what I will do is I will give you a snippet of what's in your near future, okay? So this could be anything up to 2 or 3 months, yeah? Could be anything from like tomorrow to 2 or 3 months. So, Martha Pasta, Scorpio female. What's in Martha's direct near future? What's the most important thing that you think Martha should be aware of in near direct future? What message do you want Martha to bear in mind? What guidance do you have for Martha? I just sent payment, love, but I don't know why it's not going through. I really want to read in. If you click the link, my sweetheart, or if you prefer, try the Superchat feature. Martha Pasta. Okay, Martha, I've got the Knight of Pentacles here with the Seven of Cups reverse. I've got the Knight of Wands with the Strength reverse. Right, okay. I didn't want to go back in. Alright, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles reversed, and also the Two of Wands. I've got the Star. I like it. It's the Wish card. I've got a few Pentacles and Wands in here, so I think I'm safe in saying this is probably work, financial kind of stuff. Spirit message from Martha, please. Alright, I've got Believe. There you go. I will read that to you in a moment. One more, please, for Martha. And I've also got Support. So, bear with me one moment, you guys. I think far as finances or if this is career goes, I'm wondering if you're thinking about branching out into something else, but we're not quite at that level yet. Maybe it's just consideration at this point. I think what you need to bear in mind for the near future is that you're going to be playing around with a lot of different options when it comes to your money, when it comes to how you earn your money or get your money. And we're going to be playing around with a lot of options here, okay? And I think what Spirit's trying to say to you with the Knight of Wands is try not to be inconsistent about anything. Don't go cutting your nose off to spite your face. Because, you know, we still need to cover the basics. We still need to, you know, because I think the Nine of Pentacles reversed is a bit of a warning card. Here, we're independent, we're self-sufficient, we can rely on ourselves, and then sort of, in the reverse, needing to rely on on support. And that's why we have the support card. Don't get me wrong. Like you have got a lot of support around you and people, and friends and family and whatnot that'll help you out. Even, in other ways. But at the same time, the ideas that you've been playing around with are really good ideas, and I think that you are going to start putting words into action at some point in the next few months. But again, with the Seven of Pentacles being there, this is about waiting for the harvest before you pick it. In other words, patience is going to be your virtue. So if you're thinking about either switching jobs or entering into work in any way or figuring out a different way to earn cash, or if there's something else that you can do to bring in more cash or whatever this is, I think what they're basically saying is, if you're going to do it, don't cut corners. Do not cut corners. I'm just going to clarify this a little bit further. Where's my tarot deck? Could be even, maybe changing position of some sort. I've got the Five of Wands reversed. Ten of Wands reversed, and the King of Swords in the upright. So the King of Swords, from what I'm being told, is an indication as to when this is going to mean something. And in this deck, the King of Swords is ruled by Taurus. So we're sort of looking at Taurus season. So that's between April and May. Okay. So we're looking at April, May time that this is probably going to resonate. So, 2 minutes, you guys. So, Martha. The thing is with the Strength card being reversed, this could represent temptation, but maybe not as strong as the Devil. Like the Devil is more obsessive temptation, like gambling or something. I think with the Strength being in the reverse, it's sort of doing something because it's too easy to do it. But it may not actually be for the best. So whatever changes that we're floating around with at the moment, I think the overall really question is, do we want to do this the easy way or the hard way? Because the way that you're actually headed, we're going to end up tackling this the hard way. And I think that whatever it is that you're aiming for with the star, because this is your goals, your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, your desires, whatever this is that you're aiming for, either financially or career-wise, maybe it's something as small as saving for a holiday. But we're not putting enough money into the saving account. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe it's something that you're striving for with a job change, but we're not putting enough effort into looking. Or maybe we're thinking about leaving before we've found something else. You know what I mean? There's just some aspect of this. It's like, we want to do this, but we're cutting corners and it's not going to get done. Whatever this is, we want to do it, but it's not going to get done if we cut corners. That is the warning. Don't cut corners over the next few months. Whatever it is that you're working on, you're going to do it right. Like I say, just because there's an easy way to go about it, don't always make it the right thing. Okay? I'm just going to read you the support card because this is going to be an add-on spiritual message. It says here, people come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. And on the belief card it says, the force that works through your soul determining what's possible or impossible. The difference between success over failure, that is the big key thing to do with this. Success over failure. Cutting corners is not going to give you success. And above all, who you are is the power of your belief. You could believe that you can do something and you aim to do this right without those inconsistencies, then yes, we're going to achieve it. And I think that that's why the stars come out in the upright, because it is achievable, whatever it is that you're working on at the moment. Okay, I think I'm happy to leave that there. Thanks for allowing me to do your reading for you, and I hope that it helps you moving forward, Martha. Right, so I think we had let me check out the super chats and make sure that that was the last one. The super chats, yes it was. Right, let's go straight to PayPal and check it out. So Alexia, are you still with me, sweetheart? You're very welcome, Martha. Loey. No, Loeel. Loeel. Loeel, you're up next. Are you there? Hey, there she is. Right then, so let me know your sun sign and let me know your question, and I will be happy to accommodate you, to oblige you. Right, Alexia, I'm just going to put it out there for everybody. This is going to be the last one. I've managed to get through everybody that has paid. If you do still want to purchase a reading, you are more than welcome to email me, okay? And we can get this done privately for the same price. It's fine. But for now, this will be the last one on the live chat, okay? Right. Let me see. Hey, I would love to have a reading on my love life. I'm a Capricorn, Libra moon, warm my twin flame. Oh, love, you did PayPal. I'll do you straight after, my darling. Won't be a moment. I would love life. I'm a Capricorn, Libra moon, and will my twin flame contact me? We have been in no contact since November. Oh dear. What's your twin flame sign? Yeah, love. I will do you straight after, and then you'll be the last one, yeah? Yeah, Alexia, what's your twin flames sign? Just so I know what I'm looking out for. I'll start shuffling. You're welcome, love. Aquarius, got it. Okay, so yeah, you're Capricorn, twin flames and Aquarius. Okay, so Capricorn, Aquarius, no contact since November. Do we see him reaching out or not? Okay, I've got the Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands in the reverse. That's the no contact. Come across a bit harsh that way. Got the Emperor. Got the Hierophant. The Tower. And the Eight of Cups. Okay. Let me just quickly clarify a couple of these. Emperor, Hierophant and the Tower. Over the Emperor, I've got the Knight of Swords reversed and the Strength card reversed. I've got the Fool and the Tower clarifying the Hierophant. One more on that, please. Seven of Wands. I've also got the Seven of Cups in the reverse over the Tower. Okay, one more on that, please. And the Three of Wands reversed. Okay. Right then. I'm not sure if he's my twin flame or karmic. Yes, I'm going to be calling you on Skype. I said I would, and I'm going to expect it when I'm done. Right then. So, Alexa, I think you're going to have to accept that this probably was neither twin flame nor karmic. I think you had a connection with this person, but I think it was very much one-sided. I think you might have read into it a lot more than what it actually was. That's the thing. I'd rather tell my worst truth than my best lie, just to keep someone coming back. At the end of the day, if I put you out your misery, yeah, it's releasing you, it's liberating you. I am not about to give you a load of bullshit that puts a smile on your face just to keep you coming back. I'd rather put you out your misery, if I'm perfectly honest. And I think that this was read into just a little bit too much. There's a lot to learn, because Three of Pentacles, it speaks of studying and learning, you know, especially learning from past mistakes. And I think that the warning signs for this was there, left, right, and centre, but those rose tinted glasses were just, I think you were just so in love with love. I think you were just so hopeful that this was going to work out, and then when it didn't and it went so quiet, I think you've let the rejection get to you a little bit too much. And it's like, I say this all the time. I said it in a personal reading that I did just before I went live. When somebody does, you know, when somebody acts immature like that and sort of cuts contact, I mean, the Knight of Swords is reversed. There's your contact cut. Strength reversed. This is, you know, these are his issues. The Emperor, these are his issues. These are his issues, not yours. So you taking them on by allowing yourself to feel rejected is ridiculous, because you're not the one with the problem. If you're open and willing to have a fulfilling relationship and commitment, that means everything is right with you. If they're not ready for that, everything is wrong with them. So I don't want you taking on this energy, because it's not your energy to take on. I hate to say it, but he's an ignorant fucker. I'm looking at this in context with the rest of the spread. He's an ignorant fucker. He wasn't ready. You were, and he weren't. I know, I'm an empath too, and you know what? Sometimes you've just got to try and find a way to put a blockage up, you know, with this kind of stuff. And I always recommend meditations and whatnot. And I know it seems very sort of hoo-ha, but it actually does work to shift negative vibes and energy. So maybe just, you know, whenever you're feeling like that, just sort of sit down, meditate, and reason with yourself. The commitment was just not going to be an option, because it was just too big a risk for him, and it would have been built on a false foundation, because I've got the Tower twice in the upright, and the Seven of Wands. Well, this was him pushing back. This was him feeling very overwhelmed and not ready, despite what he said, despite his demeanor, despite how he was or how you think he was. It was false. It wasn't really true for him, at least. I think a lot of the problem with this, and I mean, if I'm wrong, correct me. But I'm starting to wonder, was this guy sort of different personalities during different circumstances? You know, for example, if he drank, when he had a drink, was he a different person emotionally? When he wanted sex, and if you did have sex with him, you know, if he was very sort of touchy-feely or something, or after it at least, again, was his personality different and telling you something else? We sort of read too much into something that he's taken advantage of, you know, because I think you've seen about 3 or 4 different sides to this guy. So I've got 7 of Cups in the reverse with this Tower. And this is sort of recognising when to walk away. And with the 3 of Wands in the reverse, you shouldn't be waiting around for him. So no, I think it's safe to say you're the one that needs to disconnect at this point. And I think what Spirit's trying to say to you is it doesn't matter even if he did get in touch with you. You should not want to be back in touch with him. Yeah, because, you know, drink makes you fucking horny. And guys will fucking say whatever just to fucking get in your pants. Damn it, I know that. I've been there before. And the problem is, I'm a Scorpio. So whatever you're going through now, imagine it 10 times worse for the Scorpio. Trust me. Damn it, we make love through sex. We don't fucking shag. Seriously, though. Seriously. I kind of like your energy because, don't get me wrong, you do wear your heart on your sleeve. And like you say, you are empathetic. And it can be to your detriment sometimes, but you've got such a pure nature about you, and I think that the innocence of it is too easy to take advantage of. So I think what I'm asking of you now is to toughen up and wise up. You now know the red flags because you've had it with him, so you now know what you're looking for moving forward. You start seeing red flags again with anyone that you're dating. Fuck yeah, get the hell out of there. That's the thing. You can't learn from a mistake unless you make one. You can't learn from anything unless you have the experience. So you now know what you're looking out for. If you go like 3 or 4 days without hearing from someone and they don't have a fucking exceptional reason, then you know the ghosted you. Or the messing around. If somebody only comes to see you like once every now and again, or, you know, makes excuses for as to why they can't come round and see you, or every time they do come round and see you, they're very adamant that they want a bit of summit. You know the warning signs to look out for. So now you should also know when somebody comes in that's genuine, that wants to be with you for you and not what you can offer them, okay? I'm not seeing anything in your immediate future at the moment because I think that you've got a smidgen detaching to do. I think if you got involved right in the minute, we run the risk of comparing exes to whoever you may end up dating. And I think with the 8 of Cups, this is just like, listen, let's just detach from this. Because this is in a future position, so you've not fully detached. You know, we have to look at context with this stuff, don't we? So at this point, detachment is needed. And I think that that's what you need to work on at the moment. I think once you actually manage to clear your energy, you'll probably find that because you're more open and comfortable, you'll probably end up attracting in a hell of a lot better, okay? Also, if there's a pattern between people that you've been attracting or going after, change that pattern up. I think you need something fresh in there, okay? So, right. Love. Let's do you and then I'm done. Let's do you and then I'm done. Love, are you there? Last but not least, love. There's a conversation going on in the chat about cats here. I don't mind them, but I'm not a cat person myself, if I'm honest. I don't mind them. Love, have to ask about work. What should I look out for to be careful at current work? Should I leave or stay? And if I leave, will I find a new job fast? Current place is mission impossible. You're welcome, Alexia. Right. So you're thinking about leaving, but you're not sure. And you're really struggling where you are. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Love. This work situation. You should be looking elsewhere, or do we see her entering into anything else? What should she be careful of? Okay, I've got the hangman with the 9 of cups in the reverse, so you're really not happy. I think you really enjoyed what you were doing, and I'm starting to wonder, is it the people around you that have just made it difficult? Are they putting too much pressure on you? Yeah, we've got an abusive boss here, or a boss that abuses his position. Maybe sort of puts too much on you and it's just getting to the point of no return. I've got the 2 of Swords. You've tried overlooking it. Currently it's about go eat dog. What? Yeah. I've got the World here with the 8 of Swords. So you do want to end this, but the 8 of Swords is you don't know how you're going to end it. Okay. Okie dokie. So we're working with a very difficult boss, possibly even difficult co-workers that are trying to kiss the boss's backside. I think you see past it. Okay, nice. I've got the Queen of Pentacles. I've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I've got the Star. Excellent, excellent. Right, now listen. I think with 2 queens, I think if I see any more than 2 and at least one of them's in the reverse, I've got to think, okay, is the gossip and rumours going on in the workplace? Is this just, have you got bosses or co-workers just making it unbearable working environment for you? The 8 of Swords is at the centre of your reading. Now listen, you will walk away from this job. Do not cut your nose off to spite your face. And I say this to everybody because Spirit always seems to throw out the exact same advice for this exact same reason. That people want to know, should I leave my job? She will destroy me. Nobody's going to destroy you, darling. You work to live. You don't live to work. That's universal, by the way. I hate that. You know when bosses put that much pressure on their employees. That's why I'm fucking self-employed. Do you know boss put? I'm gonna go off on a fucking big massive rant now. When boss put that much pressure on their employees, oh, you're never gonna find a job anywhere. I'm not gonna give you a good reference and blah blah blah. You're fucking tied to this job. You know, like the boss is the damn fucking devil or something, and you chained to it. You need to yeah, I know it's your reputation because you're worried about what your boss is going to say about you, what damage can they possibly cause? What damage can they possibly cause? Listen to me. It is your life. You've got one. You either stay suppressed or you liberate yourself. The longer you stay suppressed, the longer nothing changes. Now, I would never recommend anybody leaving their job without something else first. And that will go in your favour as far as reputation goes. So what I mean by that, and I'll tell everybody this, you do not cut your nose off to spite your face by leaving your job and then trying to find somewhere else. You start looking now while you're still employed. And say, look, I'm still employed. Nobody's fired me. Nobody, or anything like that. I'm a good worker. But you tell them the truth. My boss is making this very unbearable. I bend over backwards. And you tell them the truth. And you say, look, I'm looking for somewhere where the working environment's just a little bit easier and calmer. And obviously then you sell yourself. What I'm saying is start applying for jobs before you leave one. Because while you've still got a job, it doesn't matter if your boss gives you a bad reference. The first thing any new employer is going to say is, well, if she's that bad, why was she still employed when she came for the interview? You are. I think the Queen of Pentacles with the Star is your saviour. She's saving grace, my sweetheart. You are going to find something with, and you are going to be working for somebody that you love. Working for. But like I say, sometimes we have to be cunning about people who abuse their position. Yeah? Put it like this, if somebody came to me and said to me, look, I'm still working there, but I don't want to cut my nose to spite my face, still got food to put on the table. The working environment is absolute chaos. I'm still working there, but I can give my 2 weeks notice or whatever it is, wherever you are. think in the UK it's a minimum. You have to give your employer 2 weeks notice. I think it's in your contract. But yeah, I'm still employed. There's not a problem there or anything with my work. Otherwise, I'd be fired. But just say, I could give 2 weeks notice. I'm just sort of fishing around to see if I can find a new position elsewhere. If somebody said that to me, I'd literally be like, yeah, I can understand how employers can be like that. And you know what? Yeah, I bet, you know what I mean? You're probably going to find somebody here that's actually really fucking understanding. Now, yeah, this here is what you probably should be a bit wary of. This is a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Is verbally temperamental. I mean, I almost want to say verbal diarrhea. But this it's almost like I've got, two employees here. It's like this one's fucking unreasonable, this one's reasonable and practical as well. And if this represents your old boss, yeah, she's going to end up shooting herself in the foot. Why? Because this one sees with reason, this one sees without reason. Okay? So don't worry too much about that. Yeah, she's going to shoot her mouth off. Yeah, she's going to be straight on the phone to a new employer. The new employer is not stupid. You have to think people who own businesses or run and manage businesses, they're not stupid. They're going to see straight past this. They're going to say, do you know what? Why are you ringing me up saying that this lady's so bad if she was still employed at the time she came to the damn interview? You don't fire her. She gave you 2 weeks notice. Put it in writing. Make sure you've got evidence for everything. Absolutely everything. Make sure you got it in writing and photocopy the damn thing. You let her a notice so that there's evidence there. So that no matter what, that's the thing. You always got to think one step ahead. Right, if I do this, what's my current employer going to do about it? If I do or say this, what could they possibly do? And always be one step ahead. If they're going to call up a new employer slagging you off, you need proof that you were still employed at the time, i.e. your paychecks, and that you handed in a letter of resignation and you photocopied it as well, or you send an email and you've got your email receipt. Evidence is key. Evidence is key with everything, okay, when you're dealing with people like this. But yes, you will eventually get out. Start looking for elsewhere now, okay? And that was resonating for the next 6 months, by the way, okay? Right, I'm done now, you guys. I need to call Em up. Me and Em need to talk. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I'm done. Thank you to my wonderful chat mod. I'm going to be sending you a WhatsApp message in a bit. Just let me speak to Em first. I just want to get this out of the way with Em, okay? So, Em, if you're still watching, I'm going to be calling you in about 10 minutes. I'm just going to make a coffee and then I'm all yours. Okay, I'm done, you guys. Like I say, if anybody still wants a question answered, we can do this privately. Just email me and I can do it that way. Or if you're happy with the question that you've had answered and you would like something in a little bit more detail on a more one-to-one basis, you can go for any of the other services that offer the 30 minutes or an hour. Okay, I'm done. Right, you guys, take care and I'll see you tomorrow for Monday Fun Day at 9 p.m. UK time, and we're going to do some freebies. Take care, bye for now.